Hello,
Saurat,
Anjali, Swati, Archit, Partipan, Kota. Anybody who's ready, please share your topic and then we discuss. We
Archit,
don't have time to lose.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, I haven't made a PPT, but I have checked on like how can we move on to propose the methodologies for the topic. So my topic is about the neurological activities of the plant Clitoria ternaceae. So
On what basis did you select this plant?
Sir, actually, I've been into determining the effects and the treatments for the neurodegenerative disorders since my BSc years. So I've done an extensive review on synaptic pruning, which basically tells us to detect this whole problem of the neurological and neurodegenerative disorders, which don't have any major treatment till now, especially in our country.
No. My question is different. My question is, how did you select the plant? I understand the importance of neurodegenerative.
Okay. Sir, actually, when I saw the list that you passed on to us, I saw this topic which was related to brain, and I have also been knowing about this particular plant that it is used to make teas. So the tea we drink, it is made up of this plant, and it is having this property that whenever you will add lemon to this tea, the color changes. So that was one fascinating part that I knew about this as a market product. So I wanted to study more about it. Like, how is it actually involved in such a drastic disease like Alzheimer's, in treating Alzheimer's? So that is why I chose it.
So you are using this blue pea flower?
Yeah, sir.
Now go ahead.
So, sir, on reading on certain reviews, I realized that it is having a certain neurological effect and it can treat Alzheimer's. So, I couldn't figure out any such in vitro assay that we could conduct, but I could find out some in silico studies in which they were using docking, right, molecular docking and reverse docking in order to check for the effects of this plant. So when I read their studies, and there are really few studies about the neurological effect of this plant. So I found a study in which they showed that it did have some effects on the things that were all the proteins misfolding that were happening in Alzheimer's disease, and it could treat it. So my whole point is this, that now scientists, they are getting shifted to.
Which paper did you see for docking study of Clitoria?
Sir, it was a paper from India only. I could find just one paper that was showing the in silico studies, and it is like given by some Nadia Shanasi. Yes,
Nadia and
yes.
Akila.
Yes.
Nadia and Akila.
So this is the sole paper I could find that was showing a pharmacological assay that was done on computer. So I feel that this in silico evaluation is of much more importance, because if we are studying about the brain, we cannot just directly go about and practicing animals. So we really need to have a backup that, okay, this particular plant is having those compounds that could fix this particular problem, and I think it's better to proceed after you're being confirmed on the structure of this plant.
No, so as you know, in this paper they have done reverse docking.
Right.
Now what do you want to do really?
Sir, I thought that maybe I could also do a mock like docking at my end. If I could check that, does it really prove to fix diseases like Alzheimer's? I mean, is it having the compounds that we need to check out the misfolding in this particular disease?
Did you study a paper which came out in 2022?
Sir, I think that was an in vivo one, right?
No, in silico. Let me show you.
Okay, this is in silico.
Let me show you. Amar, I need to show. Look at this paper. Molecular docking in vivo.
Toxicity in zebrafish. Okay.
Neuroinflammation.
No, sir, I didn't land up to this paper.
Why did you not? I could find it so quickly.
Sir, actually, when I searched about this plant, I didn't find a lot of searches. Now I shifted
No.
to the in silico part, so I just realized that, okay.
No, but I can show you so many papers. The reason I'm saying is that searching literature is also an art. And
Yes.
so what did you write in the search window?
So I started on with the effects of Clitoria ternatia, and then I molded my search to like in silico checking effect and
No.
neuropharmacological assay of.
No. In beginning, be simple. So what did I do? Blue pea flower, neurological. If you want to add docking, you can add. Otherwise, blue pea flower, neurological. Now, all the papers which have connected this flower with neurological processes, any disease, will come up, right?
Yes.
And they did. So there is also a paper on docking, molecular docking for antidepressant effect.
Yes, sir.
So there are many such papers which are there. And I would strongly suggest that do a thorough review. It's a good idea, what you want to pursue. Please continue with that. The topic is good. You have facilities in your lab for docking studies?
No, sir, but actually I've been involved in conducting these docking studies. Like we have certain software, so I think I can perform it at home only.
All right, good. So my suggestion would be look at the proteins,
Yes, sir.
both which have been screened and which have not been screened.
Yes, sir.
So find out which site they bind with.
Yes, sir.
Amar, let us help her to focus. After you do initial investigations, come back and we will review in a week's time.
Okay, sir.
We have a good bioinformatics facility with the NIF, so we can use that facility. They have all software packages for bioinformatics.
So put down on the chat. Put down on the chat. Next one, Swati. Swati, why so few? Where are the rest of the students?
Kadambari.
Archit, Shri Arshikota.
Sir, what is being asked? I just joined.
We want to discuss the topic on which you want to do your research based on traditional knowledge or knowledge of the elders in your family or from the database that Honeybee has.
Sir, I was under the assumption that you had to choose only from that database, but either which way, I was interested in the project on the wound healing leaves where they made a paste from leaves, put it between two layers of a plaster and cut it into small parts and used it for wound healing.
No, well, anything which has been done, has been pursued extensively, we will not take up that. Because the idea is there must be some novelty in what we want to do. There must be something new that we want to contribute. So if neem has been used, you were talking about neem sap, is that right?
No, sir, it was another plant. But I think there was a paper that was published on that practice.
No, what I'm saying is there may be papers, but if these papers publish and already have done what you want to do, then there is no point in repeating it.
Yes, sir.
There must be some difference in what literature has reported and what you want to do. It could be plant part, it could be process. For example, they may have used water extract, you want to use fermented extract, maybe buttermilk or something else. So that will determine whether you can extract some more compound which the authors of that paper may have missed. So bring some novelty in your work, even on traditional knowledge. All right, or grassroots innovations. Next one, please.
Sir,
yes,
good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My plant is also a blue pea plant. And regarding this, I want to study about commercial applications of this plant, like as name suggests, aparajit. And it also, like, studies have shown that this plant has many properties which help to overcome so many diseases. And in that abstract also, various diseases were mentioned, that how it is helpful in treating and overcoming that diseases. So if we incorporate and commercialize this product as a product in our daily, like mm, uh, requirements, like milk or butter or something, like stuff, like without making supplementary, without creating another supplement, like for example taking a pill and other things. If
No,
we
no. Are you still talking about blue pea flower?
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
No, but that Anjali is trying to pursue. You can send your suggestions to Anjali. Unless you want to do something very different from what she is doing, then we can consider. There is no reason why two people cannot work on the same plant. They can, provided your approach is different and your target is different. All right.
Yes sir.
So what do you want to do?
But I want to commercialize, like as a daily basis supplement, because
No, but there are products available. There are teas available in the market. Did you not
Yes, sir.
review?
Yeah, I have reviewed, sir, but they are not that much widely spread.
No. They're very widely. Just write blue pea flower tea, and you will find, if not hundreds, maybe dozens of products. So there are a lot of products. I mean, why do you say it is not available? Just see. Please do review before you come to me to present anything. Any statement that you make must be science-based, evidence-based. Look at these products. All of these, and these are just a few of them which I have shown. So many are available.
Yes,
combination
sir.
Also, blue pea with the hibiscus, organic. All of these are blue pea flower teas. All of these. And there are, of course, videos and so on. So many. So why do you say there are no products?
No, sir. I meant to say that I want to incorporate this extract or this component of blue pea flower, which helps as a neurological agent in daily base consumable
You
product.
can take tea daily. What's the problem? I don't understand. I'm not able to get the distinction that you are trying to bring in. If I take tea daily,
Yes,
that
sir.
becomes a daily product. All these teas that I showed you are daily product. So where is the difference? I'm not able to understand. Can you quickly summarize what is that you will distinguish from what is already happening? Or maybe think more, because
Sure,
you
sir.
may not have done enough review, therefore you are saying this, but there are enough products where you can use it daily. So think of another problem or another focus.
I'll do so.
Next one. Next. Amar, send a reminder to everybody, because yes, and people are coming at any time they wish. Swarna, this is not good. You should not be coming so late. Huh? She's not joined, is it? Swarna, why did you get late? Swarna Prabha?
Yes, sir.
Why are you so late?
Sir, no, sir. I have already in the meet, sir, but I have some network issues, so I leave and again I joined the meeting, sir.
Okay. Now,
You can share your project.
have you thought about your project?
Sir, I haven't selected the topic yet, sir. So I attend the meeting, so I can get any ideas, so I know again.
Amar, who are those who have not selected? We may have to assign them. We will wait for a day. Maybe today we will wait.
Okay.
Everybody should submit a synopsis. For each project, each assignment that we gave you, you should submit a synopsis so that we know what you're going to work on. And we avoid unnecessary duplication. If there are more than one person doing the same thing exactly, then we will have to differentiate. Next one, Sri Harshi Kota, have you thought about your project?
Shaurat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's next? Parthipan?
Sir, can I share my
Yeah,
screen?
please go ahead. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. Yeah, you are. Please start.
Yes, sir.
Why
Sir,
don't
is
you
my
switch on your videos? Why, if there is no problem of net, then you switch on your video. It's nice to see your faces in the morning. Yes. Everybody, please. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Start.
Sir, just
Can't
a
hear you.
second, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I'm unable to share my screen. Can I just tell it?
Okay, tell it.
Sir, my topic is about herbal bolus for curing the diseases in goats.
Okay.
Sir, in this 19 ingredients have been used. Some of them are spices and some of them are herbs. And they're all mixed and grinded. And the bolus is for 25 grams and it is given once in a month to the goat on empty stomach. And it resulted in a...
Now, is this bolus already widely used by people?
Sir, but I haven't found any commercial information on the internet. I thought there is no certain product which can be given to the goat.
Okay, all right. What are the functional properties of this bolus? Have you looked at that?
Sir, it is effective in treating reproductive problems and infections, blue tongue fever, which is very common in goat, and mastitis, and many digestive problems, sir. And it is also useful in gaining weight
Okay,
also.
all right. Okay. So, what are the ingredients? Have you made a list of them?
Sir, they are black pepper, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, fenugreek, ajwain, ginger, turmeric powder, aloe vera, gallow stem, garlic, lal mirchi, betel leaves, curry patta, basil leaves, tava leaves, nariyal, jaggery, rock salt, and baking soda, sir.
Where did you get it from?
Sir, from the PDF which sir have sent, sir.
It's a farmer's practice, we have documented.
All right. So you want to make it and then do trials, or what do you want to do? Because there's so many ingredients. So what will you do?
Sir, I want to standardize it, sir, because I didn't found any information like any official
First, do
standard
you
information.
wherever you live, are there goatkeeper nearby?
Yes, sir.
So if there are, then would you like to first give them and get their feedback?
Yes, sir. First, I want to try it.
Yes. So I think the first step should be, because there is no harmful thing in this. So there is no ethical issue. All are edible substances, well-known edible substances. So nothing can go wrong. Only thing is the taste, whether animals relish the taste or not. And if so, maybe we'll have to modify something or add something or subtract something.
Yes.
So go ahead. First do the feeding trial and then take the goat herders' feedback also, whether they have some suggestion to improve it.
Okay, sir.
All right. Next
Yes,
one.
sir.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Next one. Next. Who's next? Who's next?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Sir, I selected a topic which I have some sort of previous knowledge because it's already used in my family from my childhood. It's a traditional memory enhancer. So in this project, a person named Balakrishnan and Manthavadi, he take groundnut that they usually only consume 3 grams of groundnut per day, and with ghee in the morning, especially ghee or butter, whatever kind of dairy or oil thing we have. So he used to consume 3 grams of groundnut every day in the morning with ghee or butter before having food, and which can help improving their memory and grasping power of children. Sir, one of my question is that I didn't hear about groundnut that they use as a memory enhancer, because one of the memory enhancer which I use is that a oil named Badam Rogan. I think most of us we heard about that. It's a oil of almonds which if we consume in daily perspective, that can enhance our memory. So as we know, dry fruits are very give more energy, especially it usually we consume dry fruits in winter seasons. So it's very difficult for me to consume it summer season, just because of it creates a lot of humidity, and I feel very hot during summer season. So I can't consume almonds in these regions. So at a basic level, if I take 3 spoons or if I take 3 grams of groundnut per day during morning time with ghee or butter, whatever kind of dairy product I have. So, sir, actually, I want to ask that I haven't heard about groundnut. I know about almond. So, would you like to share your opinion on that, or would you give me enlighten me with your knowledge on this? Hello, sir, are you there?
What I'm saying is there are papers, there are studies where it has been looked at. Okay. So there are, only thing is we have to find scientific papers which will help us to find the basis for this. But there are papers where vitamins, peanuts help improve eyesight and memory. Soaked peanut in the morning can help improve memory in children and adults. Now, these are beliefs that people have, some popular knowledge of the community, and there are blogs on that. But we should look for scientific studies. And if you want to work on that, there are a lot of ingredients here, a lot of vitamins, a lot of benefits. So therefore, if you want to work on it, it's a good idea. But you should remember that there is enough literature. There is a huge amount of papers which are available. So only thing you have now to start is you to review the research papers.
Okay, sir.
There are enough papers on for skin, for 10 grain foods for children, and there are many studies of this kind that are there. So apart from the fish, egg, peanut butter, it has been recommended. Peanut and peanut butter are good source of vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects nervous membranes, and plus thiamine to help brain and nervous system use glucose for energy. So there are some scientific studies which have been done. You need to review those scientific studies and then come back. But it would be interesting. It would be certainly interesting because it's part of the folklore. And you can try to see the scientific basis, quantity, how much of soaking should be done overnight or in the morning. All of that can be looked at. So there is a paper here. It's for adult memory and stress response. And what is the summary of finding? Go above conclusion. Let us look at conclusion. Regular peanut and peanut butter consumption may enhance memory function and stress response in healthy young population. These seem to be associated with intake of peanut polyphenols, increased level of fetal SCFAs, and unexpectedly VLCFAs, which are also present in the central control product. Interesting. So there are studies. You can put this link on the chat and review such studies first, and then see what modifications would you like to make in the processing in soaking and period of soaking, and then see whether some of these vitamins are released, omega-3 fatty acid and other are released more. All right.
Yes, sir. I will definitely look forward to it.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
But again, whenever you say we didn't find anything, you may say I have not searched, but don't say I did not find. If you just write peanut and brain, you will find them. So again, be precise. Next one. Next one, please. Who is next? We have limited time. Half an hour is gone. I have only half an hour more. Please faster. Hetal, Prabha, Swan Prabha. Yeah, go ahead. Who's going to?
Sharita, Shabu.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sir, like actually, I haven't decided particularly on my project because I was in discussion with my agri friends who are, I mean, 3 of my final year agri friends who just had their final year project. Like they'll be visiting a rural farmer area and they'll be learning techniques and stuff with them. So I'll be having a meeting with them to learn some what are the, because as I'm in college, like I don't have the exposure to meet the real farmers and agri field and to get the traditional knowledge. So I'll be having meeting with them.
Okay.
And
All right.
along with this, like in my smart agricultural lab, like there are experiments going on with kombucha on its probiotic properties, on its
What is going on, we will not take up that.
Yeah.
That will anyway be pursued, without our efforts. We must do something which is.
Yes, sir, but
I'm
thinking out of the box. It's not like what is going on. Like I was just checking out the gaps, like what is have not been done on that particular product, and is there any things included to make it as a product development? Is there anything is there, or is that particular commodity having any specific properties which will be helping?
No, I'm saying don't start with what is going on. Start with the knowledge of either from database that we have shared with you, and you can go to the net and find a lot of databases that Honeybee Network has. Medicinal plant database. Can you list the link of all the databases, Amar, and give them? So at honeybee.org, we have many databases. We also have a database called as grassroots notion database, grid.undp.org.in. Then we have honeybee.org. There are 4 databases: medicinal plant database, farmers published practice database, guild database, grassroots Indian language database. So there are many databases that we have. Look at them and then get back. I mean, don't. Is it a rare opportunity for you to look at a problem, deepen your understanding, and also help possibly generate some results which will help community also?
Yes, sir. But I was just expecting that I'll be getting some ideas, because they have been for 72 days. They are interacting every day with farmers.
No, you can talk to them. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. You should talk to them. Certainly talk to them. That's a good idea. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, in case you do not discover something interesting to them, then look at the database. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Yeah, sure, sir.
Next one. Apurva.
Antika.
Please switch on your videos. If there's a network problem, I will understand. I will not insist. But if there's no network problem at your end, your video should be on. It should be switched on. In every class, you should do that. Every faculty member would like to see your faces. Go ahead. Who is next? Ayushi, Abhinav, Sarita, Hetal.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, initially I started with that one traditional memory enhancer of blue pea plant. But since one of my friend is doing that, so I think I can change it. Actually, yes. I thought that in Bengal, we have one plant that is Brahmi shak. So that is...
a lot of work has been done on Brahmi.
Yes.
Lot of work has been done. Take something new.
Yes, sir.
Take something different.
So that's why I chose blue pea plant. So I think I should change. Okay.
Should change and take something less known which can be then used for it. All right.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Next. Next one.
Shaurath, you are here?
She just joined back.
Sharita Shabu.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
So, from the given projects, what I have chosen is the use of rice husk and cassia leaves for fruit ripening. So, I'm from a rural area. I have seen people using rice husk for fruit ripening, but in towns and cities, I have like they normally use chemicals. So, at first, I thought like commercializing that thing, but like I had this idea, in many places, I have seen people with high blood pressure using drumstick leaves. They usually boil it and drink it. So, can we like do something with that drumstick leaves?
But it has been done. So much work has been done on this. So much work. Just let me show you. Because you see, the point is, if you are you precious or are you a clone? Tell me first this one. Are you unique? Are there many copies of you, or there is only one copy, one person in the world like you?
I'm unique.
Huh? Tell me.
So I'm unique.
You are the only one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So my question is, if you are the only one of your kind, a unique person shouldn't do work on unique problem?
Yes, but sir, not many people know about this actually.
Look at this, read them. 2019. Then there is also, this is a paper which says randomized control trials may lower RCT shows. If the Moringa oleifera may increase. No, the studies show placebo-controlled clinical study indicate leaves may actually reduce blood pressure. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So we need to highlight that. We need to review those studies. But then this has been done so much. So much has been done. 41 healthy participants were enrolled in this prospective placebo-controlled clinical study, and 120 grams of cooked leaves or no moringa leaves, and their blood pressure was monitored for 24 hours. This is the first study in humans demonstrating the potential lowering effect of both SBP and DBP of a food product despite high consumption of salt. Good study, isn't it? The Journal of American College of Nutrition, 2019, volume 39, issue number 1, page 54 to 62. This is a published study, not too old, few years old. You understand? So
Yes,
my suggestion is do something which has not been done. Don't repeat, don't read. You know, one reason why Indian scholars make less breakthroughs, we are great in confirming and validating what others have done. But that's not what our major role is. Some people can do that, but why would we use BIIS as a platform to highlight or to unfold your creative potential? Why would we do something which is well known? So can you modify your proposal problem?
Yes, sir.
There are many plants which may have the same property, and you can look at some of the less known plants. But I agree with you that we should take up something which is widely available. That is fair. But there are many other plants, and you should look up those. My suggestion will be, again, look at the traditional knowledge databases and search. Yes. Then you might find something meaningful. There is also a database of 131,000 practices. All right, 131,000 practices. And let me show you that. At NIF India website, you can also use that. It's not a small database. So let me show you. Now there is a innovation.nif.org.in. Okay, this is the innovation. And 131,671, 131,31,671. And if you write blood pressure, search. Because you will have to write your name. I don't know if it will work. Let's see. Why can't I do that? There's a problem here. We'll have to, Amar, can you try with another another address? Let us see. Give me another. I don't know why. For some reason it is not working, but you can try with some other.
Database.
Did you try?
Which one, Professor? Which database?
This is innovation.nif.org.in. And later on you can search. But what I'm saying is that there are a large number of plants. I would prefer if you use community knowledge. Where do you live?
So I'm currently in Mumbai.
Where?
Mumbai.
So why don't you talk to some workers in your neighborhood and get from them some leads?
Okay? So I'm having my sem break, so I will go to my village. So I'm like, after going there, I'm planning to do some research.
So why don't you talk to people?
Yes.
Archit, very clear. We will like to work on people's knowledge, and what you submitted, the proposal may have been used for selecting you. But now our focus is that we do something which helps society, and the proposals should be based on primarily focus on unmet needs of the people. You can look at database, or you can find your own traditional knowledge or people's knowledge or innovation. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. We are agreeing with that. But doing something totally unrelated to the focus of this may not be useful. But from the point of view of your analytical power, we may have taken those projects to account while screening. We had hundreds of applications, so we had to take those as a basis. But that purpose has been served. So if you have another problem in your mind, please talk about it. What do you want to work on, Archit? Unmute.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sir, I want to work on automated microscope.
No, that you mentioned earlier.
Yes, sir.
And there are microscopes available which can be attached to the phone. You know that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between what is available and what you would like to do?
Sir, the one which I want to make is that it will be a model of regular bench microscope which we use, a proper light microscope, but with the advancement of imaging powers. With high precision image, we can observe the slides, we can count the cells, and we can perform we can create a database of the cells and monitor them too from a simple light microscope. The ones which are costly, and they are very mechanical, as in sort of instrumentation and usability. Like which we use for cell culture, they are quite heavy.
Now, have you heard about Raspberry Pi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to use Raspberry Pi.
But there is a please read this.
Yes,
Let me show you.
sir, I have.
No. You see, I don't want any one of you to do. Look at this paper. What is written here? 2019 submicron resolution, which is the extraordinary thing, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Submicron resolution is a very wide resolution, wide field computational microscopy using open source hardware.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What have they done? They have used Raspberry Pi single board computer, color camera combined with 4-tier psychotherapy and 25 megapixel images. 25 megapixel is very high resolution.
Yes, sir. And in integrating this Raspberry Pi based camera and computational power on a simple microscope to observe the cultures and observe the when we incubate our sample in
my question is very simple. There is no doubt about the utility of this.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying is, what is different that you are going to do, what has been done?
Yes, sir.
That's all my question is.
Yes, sir.
Have you read this paper?
Yes, sir. I have read this paper, and based on this, I have devised this. Like I have seen several videos and operation of.
No,
this.
but my point is, why would we encourage you to implement a solution that is already given? What is new in?
Sir,
yes,
sir. I want to make a device in which we can see the samples while they are incubated, like a chamber. As the
please understand, any microscope must have the object, unless you are talking about telescope, the microscope needs to focus.
Yes, sir.
Within a few millimeters on
sir.
the slide or on the object.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You cannot violate that, because the purpose of microscope is amplification of the image.
Yes, sir.
So image must be captured from a reasonable distance that the focal length of the lens will determine.
Yes, sir.
So whether that sample is incubated, raw, plant, animal, doesn't matter.
No, sir.
How does it matter?
In a chamber, which will be stable, when we incubate sample for overnight cultures and we lost the progress, we don't have any visual effect. We don't observe the sample while they are incubated.
My question is very clear. My question is very clear.
Yes,
unless you describe in a scientific manner the distinctiveness of your approach, we will not accept it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
There are a large number of projects on taking photographs with a microscope using phone or various other methods. You know, there are camera zoom function can be used to amplify the image, so that you don't have to use only the power of microscope. Camera zoom function can add to the image that you capture from the microscope. In fact, even the viewing lens of the microscope. On the top of that, if you keep camera lens,
yes, sir,
you can take an image immediately. Not a problem. Simple thing. And this has been true for last 15 years.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I'm
saying, my point is very clear, that unless you do something different, something new, which is functionally and from the affordability perspective better than what has been done, why should you do that? I mean, what you are wanting to do is useful. What is the novelty? What is your creativity? Where are we pushing you to do something which has not been done? You have to show us what has been not done. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, next one, please. Next one. Please remember, all of your synopsis will go through very critical review at our end. We will check your literature review. We will check your methodology. We will not let you do something ordinary. Please understand. None of you will be allowed to do something ordinary. Is that clear? Everybody understood that? Because this program is to help bring genius out of you. Why would we let you do an ordinary thing? Why would we let you do only implementation of an already known concept? No. You may have done that in your lab. That's fine for learning purpose. Here we are wanting you to convert into an innovator. Any possible? Even entrepreneur. Next, please. Next.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm Sir Professor. My topic is pest control in brinjal and paddy.
Can you repeat?
I am Sir Professor. My topic is pest control in brinjal and paddy, sir.
I couldn't follow. Controlling.
Paddy and brinjal.
Paddy and brinjal.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, your voice is echoing. Keep your mic close and speak.
Sir, I am audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Botanical extracts used in pest
Can
control,
you
sir.
type on the chat? Are you on the computer or your mobile phone?
Mobile phone, sir.
Is it possible for you to use the chat? Because I'm not able to hear. Anybody else can hear and tell me?
Okay, sir.
I'm finding it difficult to follow. The voice is not very clear. At least from my ears. Maybe somebody else has understood. Please tell me. Anybody else in the meanwhile? Maybe you can call, somebody can call Setu Prabha and hear what she's saying.
He wants to do pest control in paddy and brinjal.
Pest control in paddy.
Paddy and brinjal.
Using what? Setu Prabha, what do you want to use for pest control? Setu Prabha, what do you want to use for pest control?
Extract, sir.
Which
With the use of botanical extract.
Which extract? Which extract?
Botanical extract, sir.
But have you identified the plants of which you want to use the extract? There are 240 practices already available in the honeybee database on pest control. Okay. And there is a paper that we have, plants of medicinal and pesticidal importance. So Amar, can you share that paper also with them? And let her select the plants that are easily available around us.
I think she has chosen from a farmer's practice only.
Which one?
If she has the details, then we can find out.
Which plant has she chosen?
Karna Prabha, can you list the plants? Name them.
Sir, I am not choose the plant, sir. I would like to use the microorganism to control the pests in yes, sir.
Okay.
So I am sharing with you a paper. I'm sharing with you a paper where we have made a list, very old paper, 1992, where we made a list of large number of plants which can be used for insecticidal and veterinary medicine. So I'm sending you that. Amar, I'm sending you this, and you can share with them, with Setu Prabha also. So this is a list that we had made in 92, and I'm giving you this list. So I've sent this paper to Amar. I can also share with you the draft, the link of this paper, and then you can also download it yourself. So Amar, these kind of papers, please put them on under the resource directory of BIIS, okay?
Okay.
So that everybody has access to these papers, because these are kind of, there is also a bibliography of traditional knowledge that we have. Again, 1990, this is 92. How to use microorganisms to control pests? Of course, there are endophytic fungi. There are many organisms that we use to control pests. Amar, can you send them a review? There are so many.
Sure, I'll share.
Yes, you can do that. You can use it. It is very easy to use it. There are a large number of microorganisms that have been used in the past. All right. How to find authenticity of a paper except for checking through the name of the journal? Well, authenticity is right to the author if you want to clarify some questions. There is no harm. Generally, authors welcome queries about their papers. Send a mail and mention that you found some results are interesting, but your question is A, B, C, D. You couldn't follow that and you would like to get more information. Also, if there are subsequent papers on this subject, maybe you would also like to have them. Or if you want to discuss a protocol with them, you would like to get their feedback on your protocol. There are many methods, many ways in which you can authenticate the work by writing to the authors. And of course, citations to those papers, if these papers have been cited in good publication, that also is a evidence of its, generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, authentication. We have about 8 minutes left. Anybody else wants to share?
Purva, Abhinav, Ayushi.
Hello.
Sir.
Good morning, sir. Actually, I have an internet problem, so I won't be able to switch off the camera.
No problem.
Yeah. So actually, I live in a proper city, and my college is also in a proper city. There is a limitation of traditional knowledge around me. I'm still finding people to help me out with this. So I need a little bit more time. That's my topic.
No, time is okay. You can use 1 or 2 more days. That's not a problem. But what is the specific query you said? Can you repeat?
There is no query. I'm just asking for a little bit more time.
Okay, all right. But use this time vigorously. I mean, spend a few hours in either searching the database, talking to the people, talking to the elders, talking to your own grandparents for that matter, or a grand aunt, grand uncle, neighbors, whosoever. But spend time in finding out more about the way people solve problems and how you can improve them. Okay.
Yes, there is a problem there. I live in a nuclear family. I don't have grandparents, so I need to find some people, other
Where do you
people
live?
around.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
So my college is in Mohali, and I live in Bathinda town in Punjab.
There may be some old people house there. Are there some places where old people live?
There might be, but I don't know. I rarely go home.
So my suggestion in your neighborhood, there may be grandparents, isn't it?
Yeah, but I have to go home for that, I guess.
Or in Mohali itself, talk to the faculty members. There may be faculty members having their parents with them.
Yes.
Correct? Talk to those elders. Talk to the staff members. They may have their parents with them. You understand?
Yes.
And there's no campus where elderly people are not around. Go early morning for walk and you will find some elderly people walking. Young people don't walk anymore. Isn't it?
Yes.
So at least early morning, go and you might find some elderly people walking and then request them, say namaste, sir, can I come and take some time from you? Where do you live? I want to learn about the way you solved problem when you were in your time and I want to do some research on them. Take their permission, they will invite you because not many people want to talk to elderly people anyway. So they will welcome it, I think.
Sure,
but try, you will find it. You will find it.
Yes.
Anybody else? And among your classmates, you can find out if anybody else has grandparents. You can talk to Vasla's grandparent, Kadambari's grandparent, Swarna's grandparent. What's the problem there? Ayushi, you understand? Create links with your friends. In your campus, you can find, but if for some reason you want to try with your class fellows in the BIIS program, talk to them, send them messages. Anybody who has elderly grandparents, uncles around and would like to help Ayushi, please send her a message. All right, anybody want?
Sir, I can help in this. Actually, I'm living with my grandparents in this vacation, so I can help her out.
Wonderful, Ayushi, your problem is solved. And you know, they will be very happy that a young person from another part of the country wants to talk to them, learn from them. How nice. Cross-pollination, that is what Honeybee Network does. It has already started happening. Very good. Anybody else before we close? We have 4 minutes left. Anybody else, please?
Sir, I had a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So the practice that I had thought of doing, there have been lots of papers that they've done, but I don't see a product that they have developed as far, they've tested it even in animals, but I don't see a developed product. Is it okay if I look at something like that to work on, or?
Okay, just tell me what is it?
Sorry, sir, I keep forgetting the name of the plant. 1 second, sir.
But tell me, what is it used for?
It is to heal wounds. So they make a paste, put it between 2 pieces of cloth, and then when a person's injured.
So your research will be on stabilizing the extract,
yes,
finding a right gel or any carrier. See, there are 4 components of any herbal solution. There is a curative element, there is a carrier, there is a suppressant of side effect, and there is a bioenhancer. Understand? There are 4 things that are generally present in any Ayurvedic or herbal medicine. Now, you are right that somebody may have worked out the effect of that plant, but may not have been able to find the carrier, bioenhancer. For example, piperine in black pepper is a very good bioenhancer. That's why a large number of Indian dishes will have a small dash of pepper, you know. It makes the nutrients in the ingredients available to body more. That is the property. You can read some papers on piperine. CDRI did a lot of papers and they have some patents on that. So there must be a good bioenhancer. There could be a good suppressant of side effect, if any, and a good carrier, and of course the extract which has curative property. So product development is indeed a very challenging issue, and if you want to develop a product out of a very affordable solution, we can consider that. So novelty, we will have to ensure that there are no products, and indeed it is very effective, then why not consider some exceptions? All right.
Yeah. I also have some experience with doing like computational studies on the effects of phytochemicals from plants in treatment.
So then what I suggest is look at all the plants for wound healing in our database.
Okay, sir.
And do some docking studies to find out which targets. So let us put it following things. What does wound healing involve? What are the functions of wound healing? How does wound get healed? What are the things that have to happen or that can happen?
Okay, sir.
When a wound has to be healed, what are the things that you're trying to do? One is to prevent secondary infection. So it has to have antimicrobial property, correct?
Yes, sir.
What else should it have?
Something that would probably suppress the pain that is associated.
Anti-inflammatory property. Second, third.
I'm not sure, sir. I can think about it more.
Now, please understand. So once you look at third, it should regenerate the cells faster, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So that healing takes place. Healing is when the wound is closed.
Yes, sir.
So regeneration of the cell, suppressant of these secondary infections.
Yes, sir.
Third, if there's any primary infection, that should be controlled.
Yes.
And if there are any factors which are delaying the healing, for example, diabetic wound,
yes, sir.
or ulcers, or some other such problem which are multiplied by the physiological reasons, not just by the external factors, then it should be able to overcome that. And finally, the wound healing will require a patch, bandage, patch, tape, something, unless there is an iodine solution, which is of course a very good wound healing, but without requiring any patch, it just can be applied. You can put a bandage if you wish to, but if you don't do, it doesn't matter. So you have to prevent further dust or other hurt getting into the wound to make it worse, isn't it? You protect it, a protected layer. So for example, the the layer inside the egg shell. We discussed that. What is that?
What is it?
There is a layer membrane inside the egg shell, collagen. So collagen is used in the wound healing, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Why do we use collagen? Find out. Now, question is, you can look at the plants that are there in the database on wound healing. Amar, can we just quickly sort and send her? And then she can find out which plant is performing what function. Some may be anti-inflammatory, some may be antimicrobial, some may be regenerating the cell, some may be doing all of that, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
She has mentioned as a Cleodendron viscosa.
No, but what I'm saying is she mentioned that she has a computational skill. So why wouldn't she do a doctoring study for all the list of the plant that we have in wound healing?
Yes, Prof. That can be.
And can find out what function, which protein are they binding with or enhancing, so that we know what function it may be performing. Okay, that will be a very good contribution. You can make a good paper out of that.
Okay, sir.
All right, good. So if there's no other comment, anybody quickly wants to say something before I sign off? But please put little more effort. Not many of you have given thought. Thoda mehnat karo bachcho. Please do work hard so that you can get more out of this space, and we can help you shine in your life and do meaningful work. So as you can see, I'm pushing you to be unique, to add some novelty, to bring some distinctiveness in your work, so that your work becomes a benchmark for your own further progress. When you do something good, you have to always do something better in future. You will not keep on repeating the same thing. So one self-propulsion, a self-propelling upward spiral of life requires constant search for better and better performance. And your proposals are a step in that direction. All right. So Amar, I will sign off, and please keep motivating them so that they can spend more time, and we can have a discussion once again after 2 days or 3 days. All right.
Yes, Prof.